Hi folks, my name is Dan Buckley and I'm here in front of one of my favorite places in the world, the true community center of Tucson, Arizona, El Casino Ballroom. For 22 years I was a reporter with the Tucson Citizen. When I worked for the Tucson Citizen, I did a series of articles and videos about El Casino Ballroom, which won me an Associated Press Award. But I felt like I'd just barely touched the tip of the iceberg and always wanted to return to it. When the Citizen closed in 2009, I started doing documentaries with my partners, Ralph Gonzalez and Julia Gallego. We called it Cine Plaza at the Fox, and we collaborated with the Fox Theater downtown to sort of recreate the old Cine Plaza Theater, which used to show Spanish films and was a mecca itself for Latino culture back in the 60s and before. El Casino has been part of my world since the second day I was here in 1971, when a friend brought me here and I first went out on that dance floor with 1,000 people. And you have no idea what that experience was. And that's what I'm really trying to capture in this film, is the reactions of people who were here, the people who lived it, the people who love El Casino Ballroom, the people who were here for weddings and quinceañeras and parties and concerts and political rallies and everything else that was El Casino Ballroom and still is El Casino Ballroom. This is the 65th anniversary of El Casino Ballroom, so it's a special year. And this is the 5th of our series in the Cine Plaza at the Fox documentary series. So I've been shooting here at El Casino Ballroom since June of 2011 and have been shooting all kinds of events here and getting names of people and also beginning to do interviews with people who lived it, loved it, experienced El Casino in ways that you and I may not have. The thing about El Casino Ballroom is it's always been a welcoming place. It's been a place where I could go. It's been a place where the Latino population could congregate back in days when they weren't always welcome in the white clubs. It's been a place where just last year, a group of Muslim comedians came to hold their show, and it was a sold-out house. It's housed so many things, from the bluegrass reunion of Summer Dog to back in the 80s, KXCI used to use it for its House Rockin' concert series, and groups like Beausoleil and Queen Ida and so many others played here. But back even before that, in the 50s, this was the place where you saw Fats Domino and Little Richard and the Motown acts of the early 60s, as well as the great Latino artists of all time, from Pedro Infante and Jorge Negrete, film stars, to you name it, Trio Los Panchos. This was the place where Tejano music was born in Tucson. This is a place of history, a place of culture, a place of belonging, a place of absolute community. So you're probably wondering why I called you here. Well, I need your help, actually. We still have a lot of work to do. We're going to premiere this film in August, and between now and then we need to do a whole bunch more interviews. We need to edit this. We need to transcribe all those interviews and stuff. And so that's what I'm asking for, is some financial help, and to also help me to buy some partners, some extra partners. Specifically, we want to have 3 interns on this project. 2 of those interns we want to select from the Mexican American Studies program that Tucson Unified School District banned this year because the state law said that these classes are illegal. We want to teach those young students how to find their own oral histories, how to record them, how to make their own documentaries. So that's a big part of this project, is to train that next generation. And we also have another young journalism student who wants to learn the process as well. And we want to help with that, make sure that the next generation has the tools and the understanding of how they can tell their stories, how they can make things happen for themselves, and how they can be a big part of their community in the future. So that's kind of where we're at on that. We also want, part of the money we're asking for is to pay the expenses of the Fox Theater, because what we would like to do is just open this show up to the public and make it a free event so that 1,000 people can come and see this documentary about El Casino Ballroom, get excited about it, and then the following Friday night, KXCI is going to present its first concert back at El Casino Ballroom since the roof blew off half of it back in 1989. So this is a momentous part of history as well. I'm also asking for some funds to help with the transcribing of all of the interviews that we're doing for this, and for myself to edit. It takes time to go through, what will eventually be hundreds of hours of film and break it down to 1 hour of a story told by the people who lived it, something that really comes from the heart. We want to make this something that goes on beyond just being a film, beyond just the creation of this DVD and that sort of thing. All of the footage from this will go to our partner, the Arizona Historical Society. All of the transcripts of all of the interviews will go to the Arizona Historical Society. And these can be used as research materials for other projects throughout the years. So you're saying to yourself, what do I get out of this? Actually, you get a lot. We're trying to make some rewards for you for contributing to this. And you don't have to contribute a lot. A dollar is fine. Any amount is fine. For example, things that we have to offer. As I mentioned before, we have 5 other documentaries in the Cine Plaza series. So there are DVDs from previous Cine Plaza offerings, including the Barrio Hollywood documentary, the documentary about the Cine Plaza itself, the documentary about the old barrios that used to surround downtown back in the day, and one on urban renewal. So we have that. And we have the DVD, of course, of this project as well. There'll be a list elsewhere that shows you all of the things that you can get for your donation. But these include things like updates on how the project is going, a personal tour of El Casino Ballroom, an invitation to come and be with us when we shoot one of the interviews or when we shoot one of the events at El Casino Ballrooms, a luncheon with the whole crew that worked on the Cine Plaza project. So you can meet all these people and ask your own questions and so forth. Other things include, at certain levels, having your name mentioned in the film itself, in the credits and so forth. So there's a lot of rewards that we have for you. The best reward is just being part of this very historic effort of making something happen for your community, for a place that has made things happen for its community for 65 years now. And I don't think there's any better reward than that, honestly. So if our goal is reached, these things will be going out to you. If we don't reach our goal, nobody's going to get charged a cent. If we make more than our goal, then that money will roll over for next year's project. And next year's Cine Plaza project will be a documentary about the first 30 years of the Mariachi Conference in Tucson. The year after that will be one on the very first youth mariachi in America, Los Changuitos Feos, the Ugly Little Monkeys, which will be celebrating its 50th anniversary the year after next. And then the year after that will be a documentary about Lalo Guerrero, the father of Chicano music, one of Tucson's favorite sons, and a man who, his legacy is enormous. It'll be his 100th birthday, or what would have been his 100th birthday, so we want to honor him as well. There's a whole lot going on. Thank you so much for listening to this, for doing that. Please tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your twin aunt, tell anybody you want to tell. We need help to get this done. We need your help, and I can't thank you enough for all that you've done. Thank you very much.